When you get into like upper division science courses, you kind of see the number of women in the classes kind of trickle out. So I'm definitely made aware of that just going to class every day, thinking about what I want to do in the future, because the goal is to become a physician one day. It is a male-dominated field, and there are a lot of specialties within medicine that are heavily male-dominated. My name is Tonya Taiwo.
Trisha Berry.
My name is Robin Lindsay.
My name is America McDaniel. I was a summer camp counselor,
Executive Director,
Outreach Program Coordinator,
peer coach, and then also as a intern
for
Women
in STEM at UT Austin. Women in STEM is here to advance gender equity in STEM spaces. We have STEM disciplines that don't have parity in the percentage of women that are participating. We have smaller percentages of women that are majoring in those fields and then pursuing those career paths.
In a way, it's motivating because it's like, oh, like I have a chance to push past people's expectations and do something new, do something different, be the first of something. But then it's also intimidating at the same time because it's like, oh, I'm going into a field where not a lot of people have done this before, and I'm not necessarily going to have like a lot of support in terms of female representation, might not necessarily have access to all the same resources, kind of just like everything that comes with there being a gender gap.
If we don't have diversity in those who are out there solving our world's problems, we're not going to have the best solutions, or the solutions that really take into account all the people that may be impacted. Women in STEM is trying to address that by helping to get more girls thinking about this as a career path, as these STEM majors, as possibilities when they head into college. Helping to demystify a little bit about what STEM majors are.
I really like WiSTEM initiatives because they're very eye-opening, because I mean, you only see what you're surrounded by. In the CEO camps, they give you an experience to learn more about individuals and career paths and majors in a way that you wouldn't have the chance to on your own. Just being able to have an expansive mindset about all of these things is definitely beneficial.
Working with the campers, they kind of come into a theme camp thinking they want to do one thing, and as they get exposed to other different majors on campus and talk to the camp counselors and role models, they kind of zero in on like, oh, you know what, I think I might want to do this instead of that, or that sounds fun, maybe I want to minor in this. So it's nice to see things come together.
I was really happy to see whenever our campers got excited when they learned something new. It's just an amazing thing to show these campers is that there isn't one path, to see that thought process and the excitement of learning that there's other things out there. I think it's important to have a window of access in which you can see into the future almost of like what your life could be like or what's out there for you. Because I think when you're in high school, you're in such a bubble and everything seems so much bigger than you. And I think that that's really important. That kind of exposes them and makes them maybe a little less intimidated and more confident in how they move forward in these spaces, and they learn to take up space in these environments.
I thought they were honestly a program I wish I had that when I was in high school. I had a very limited understanding of what college even was in the first place, and when it came time to apply, thinking about different majors and stuff like that, I had no clue what was going on. It was kind of daunting, and I felt very alone at times. Being able to see students kind of get that support, it's cool to see.
I think there's a concern that these spaces are going to be much more limited in their availability to students, and I just would like to be able to spread the knowledge that we are women in STEM, but you don't have to be a woman to be in women in STEM. You can be a supporter, you can be an ally, you can be a partner, you can join women in STEM to just gain a more rounded approach to what it's like to be a person in STEM. In our camps, we didn't just have girls. We had boys, we had people who were non-binary, we had people of all different identities and genders and backgrounds, and they found a space and they were happy with it. And that's the most important thing. Like, we are women in STEM, but I highly encourage anybody to join a place where they don't think they belong, because they'll find that that's not true. And that wherever you go, if you are passionate, if you are open to sharing and communicating and to listening, you will find a space. And I think Women in STEM is the perfect place to find that.